Hello, we're going to make sure this is on. Apparently we get shut down a lot from a 5G burst. 5G is an aerial denial system we used in the military to make sure people don't get into an area that they're completely, totally, and permanently disabled. We have to put them 6 feet under. Now you've got it on your cell phone. Anyway, welcome to our channel, Blue News. Exclusive human trafficking in the United States is a much bigger problem than you think. We can't talk about human trafficking on YouTube except to say that $80 billion was spent to give the states $1 million per child to steal children out of homes. 83% of them were stolen on fake charges, and they're using fake drug tests to steal the children. This is Law Enforcement Today. We thank you for being there. Violent criminal out on parole, shot and killed by mother protecting her children after he invaded her home. Out on parole. Who let him out on parole? ISIS beetle Alexander Cody disappears from American prison system records, and the feds won't say where he went. Another American soldier murdering ISIS member out of jail. They didn't put him to death for killing U.S. soldiers. They simply fed him, fattened him up, and released him. Employee charged with manslaughter after shooting an armed robber. Armed man robs taco restaurant, gets shot to death by a customer who then returns the money and splits. Good luck, police. And another police officer gunned down, shot multiple times. They meant to kill him. The guy will get out on parole, only to cause more problems. And this is my favorite. Historic Portland church allegedly burned down by mentally ill bearded woman. This guy is wandering around listening to voices claiming he's a woman. But since he burned something down and jeopardized other homes, it's okay. No, it's not okay. The guy needs to work with his hands to rebuild the church. The church is 117 years old. Here's a picture of the church. It's owned by a dentist. I don't know if we can get the picture without their ads, so we'll get out of here in a big hurry. Anyway, here's the church. It's next to other homes that put their lives in jeopardy. Apparently, this is owned by a dentist, and it was occupied by the homeless. He just let it go to waste. The cops wouldn't take the homeless out of there. So the homeless went in there and eventually burned it down. This is another fire caused by homeless. Puts other lives at risk. They don't care. They just hear voices and go in there. Once they take those CIA drugs, their brains are permanently fried. They need to be locked up permanently. They saw this was the Portland Korean church. It was fully engulfed in flames, but they haven't used it for a while because the building's falling apart and the dentist doesn't know what to do with it. It's 117 years old, so fix it up. The fire was extinguished. The alleged person responsible for destroying the church walked into Multnomah County Detention Center. When Cameron David Stoyer, walked into the building, he said he confessed to burning down the building, claiming he heard voices in his head. The Multnomah County District Attorney released a statement on the incident. In part, it said, Storer stated that he heard voices in his head saying they would mutilate Storer if he did not burn the church down, and he planned it up to a day in advance. He admitted he had broken into the church. There's so many homeless in there, with the intention of burning it down. Storer, who identified as he says, I'm really a woman, but I hear voices, but I have a beard, but I think I'm a woman, so I'll go burn down a church or they'll mutilate me. Multnomah County District Attorney's Office. He says he goes by the name of Nicolette Fate. These people change names like we change socks. He allegedly admitted to taking oxycodone. Now, the oxycodone on the market, in the wild market today, is laced with drugs. The CIA makes sure it's laced with drugs that fry your brain permanently. Apparently, we can't turn off these ads in Law Enforcement Today. Portland Fire says a suspect has been arrested. 27-year-old Cameron Storer. The owner allegedly had the building boarded up and secured, it has been deemed unsafe. Then how did so many homeless get in there? The area around the church was taped off, and people said, you can't go into your own home. Don't miss another Law Enforcement Today. This is a fabulous. We generally don't use Law Enforcement Today, but we want to show you what it is again. Subscribe, make comments. This is your channel. It's called Blue News. YouTube's been playing games with censoring different words I use in the title. So anyway, bearded woman burns down church. That's going to be, admits to burning down church. Human trafficking. We're not allowed to touch that story with a 10-foot pole. So we're not gonna on YouTube, but just understand that human trafficking is everywhere. The $80 billion of human trafficking. That's 80,000 children a year. That doesn't include the ones born in hospitals without birth certificates that are used for the you-know-what they do every month. Satanic rituals. That are funded by the hospitals, of course. Evil, evil in this country. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll see you tomorrow.